Okay, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. What's up, CVV crew? How we doing, man? It has been a minute since I have sat out here and done any type of vlogging. I mean, to be fair, it has been winter, so very, very cold and not very enjoyable to vlog outside, but it's warm enough today, so I just wanted to take advantage of it and just get in another vlog for today. So for today's video, I kind of wanted to share some thoughts in the form of advice, mainly for like what I would consider beginner vloggers, kind of like myself, who are just starting to get some growth in their channel and everything like that. But honestly, also for pro vloggers as well. Anyone really who's making any type of content, I feel like this is something that could be useful and you need to keep in mind. Recently, I had the revelation that vlogging is very much so like a muscle. It's one of those skills that like is a little sneaky because I feel like for a lot of us, vlogging is enjoyable. You know, it's something that's fun. It's a creative release. It is maybe therapeutic, even all that stuff. So we don't always see it as like a skill per se, but it is, you know, the practice of vlogging, even saying that the practice of it is like, it's a thing, you know? And so much like anything else that falls into that category, you have to put in reps. You have to do it consistently to keep it, you know, just like if you're working a muscle at the gym or anything like that. If you don't do that, if you know, are inconsistent, if you fall off, whatever it may be, then the vlogging is also going to fall off. It's going to feel a little bit foreign the next time you pick up the camera. How you make your videos and the flow of things will be erratic and everything. And overall, it's just kind of interrupt your flow a little bit. I had these thoughts kind of start trickling in not too long ago, when I finally nailed down a really good fitness routine for myself. I had spent, let me see, hold on. I decided I'm going to bring you guys like mobile with me because I kind of want to move around my deck. So here we go. Let's do this. Also, I hope you guys are enjoying this new microphone that I just decided to try out. It is a corded microphone, so it's not like it's wireless or anything, but as you guys can see, it is a podcast mic that I actually got sent to me by a company called Nearstream. They wanted me to just make like a little piece of content for it for my other account, my Mindsvolt Media account, and I really like the sound quality, so I decided I'll use it for these types of videos. But anyways, so not too long ago, I actually managed to nail down a really solid fitness routine where I've been pretty consistent in the gym. The most consistent that I've been, I would say, since like high school or college years. And it took me a good while to get everything in order and in place that I needed to be able to like lock that in. Everything from trying different types of exercise, different types of equipment and stuff like that, different time of day for exercise and everything. It's a whole process, you know, but now that I've got everything kind of worked out and I've got all my ducks in a row with it, it's been like 2-3 months of me not missing a workout and of my body feeling good and of me actually making progress and seeing the results that I kind of want to see with it. And so that whole thing was a journey itself of seeing like, oh, like for me to stick to my fitness goals and stuff like that, maybe when I was younger and I had more free time and, you know, life was just different, it was easy for me to go to the gym for 2 hours, or it was easy for me to, you know, just do a whole workout at the park one day and then switch up and go to a friend's gym the next day. And then, you know, go and run for like 3 hours the next day, like, you know, but as I got older, I started seeing like, oh, okay, like I really need my own routine, my own flow with this to be able to make it stick. And the routine was ultimately born from struggle and frustration and inconsistency. I knew I wanted to work out. I knew I wanted to continue, showing up in the gym and stuff like that. Fitness has been a part of my life for like forever, since I can remember, right? So that is what kept driving me to want to, but I just kept falling off the wagon. I don't know why it took me this long to connect the dots, but it finally kind of clicked in my brain that vlogging is like, it's the same thing, it's a habit, it's a skill, it's a process that in order for you to lock in on it, you really need to kind of try and set yourself up for success and make some type of structure, some type of flow, some type of just like thing that works for you to be able to show up for it consistently. For the longest time, I felt like, just like with my fitness, I was struggling with showing up to vlog because I just had so much in my head that I kept building up of like what my vlogs are supposed to look like or what my content was supposed to be, or, like just like this idea of like what everything had to meet as like a standard. And it just doesn't have to be that way all the time for all of your content. Maybe for some of it, and for certain videos or certain posts and stuff like that. But if it's pushing you so far to the edge to the point where you don't create because of you trying to meet that standard, then it's not really working and it's time for a change. So yeah, all that to say, take it from me, one of the worst things that you can do when it comes to trying to vlog more consistently and trying to make it a fun habit is overthinking. Overthinking will suck the life out of anything that you try to do. And it'll make it a process that's unsustainable and unenjoyable. One of the best things that you can do when it comes to trying to vlog is, just like with anything else, it's consistency. Repeatedly showing up at any range, any kind of like, way that you can is one of the best things you can do. You have to keep it flexible, with my fitness and stuff like that. Some days I stick exactly to the routine. I wake up, I go down there, I do my cardio, I will then hop straight into my lifting, and then I'll do my stretch afterwards, and it's like a complete perfect workout. But then other days, I don't have time to do that, or other days I have to rearrange it in my schedule and everything. So I have kind of worked out different levels of how I do my stuff so that even if I'm not able to get in the full thing, or even if it's not the exact time that I normally do my workout, I can still get it in. I can still do something that counts towards being able to say, oh yeah, I showed up for myself today. I did my fitness and, I took care of myself. I plan on trying to do that same thing with vlogging. Like for right now, I brought back kind of just the walk and talk / like video podcast style. Podcast is funny because I literally have a podcast mic. Let me know what you guys think of the sound on this thing, by the way, if you're still listening to this. I think it sounds really good. And personally, I enjoy using it, how simple it is to just plug it into the side of my phone. I've been vlogging a lot with my iPhone 17 lately. And it's been pretty enjoyable once I actually took the time to just like try out the camera. There's lots of fun little nuances that are built into the iPhone that make it a pretty fun content creation tool, pretty useful one too. But yeah, like I was saying, like I was bringing back these just simple kind of like show up and talk or like walk around and talk videos, because they fit and they work for the baseline of when work is super busy or when I don't really have much on my brain or I haven't finished editing, a more in-depth video or something like that. I can still show up and I can still vlog. I can still connect with my friends online and I can still just make a video and get in the reps. I can still keep that skill sharp. That's the important part. We're getting a little creative here with our angles. I'm just going to have a little fun. Give me 1 second. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Check it out. Okay. Anyways, on the topic of having fun and being a little bit more creative as my camera shakes from my hand trying to keep this thing level, I do want to try and play around with, just trying to make even more versions of different content and different things that I can do for staying consistent and showing up and everything. So if you have any ideas, I'm 100% open to it, willing to try and experiment with a whole bunch of different things here. But yeah, I kind of want to encourage you guys to just do the same because I think it's important. And for those of us who really do want to show up and vlog, but get super busy, like myself, or maybe get in their heads like myself, this is what I found out that works. This is what I found out that really makes a difference, between actually showing up and making it happen and not having anything to show for the day. I've seen it for myself. I've seen it for a couple of friends, other channels and stuff like that. And I think that not showing up and just kind of letting the excuses seep in is the easy way out. And I don't really want to do that anymore. I plan on trying to write down some resolutions for the new year that's coming up here very, very soon. Haven't really gotten all of them down yet, so that'll probably be for a later video, a later vlogcast, I should say. There we go. There we go. I like the sound of that, a vlogcast. That sounds good. Yeah, I like that. We're going to keep that one. A later vlogcast will be New Year's resolutions and stuff, so if you guys would like to hop in on that, then feel free. But for right now, I just want to drop this little bit, play around with a new vlogging setup, and just getting some reps for today. So I appreciate you all so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, feel free to hit that like button, that notification bell, and that subscription button to stay tuned for future videos. Would love to have you be locked in on all the stuff we got coming down the channel, and be a part of My Little Cam Brown Vlogs family. There's plenty of room for all of us in my little corner of the internet and of my backyard. So with that, my friends, I guess I will bid you all adieu. Drop me a comment below on if you struggle with being consistent with your vlogs, or if you are super consistent and you have not missed a day. What are some of the things that you do to stay on the ball and keep things rolling and stuff like that? I'd love to know. But other than that, thank you once again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.